Alright, good morning, Mirror Cats. Look like we need to get this straightened up a little bit more, Mirror Catters. Alright, we got that set up. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Oh, shit. Not established, Lord. You're the main one that can do something with. All right, welcome everybody. Meerkat, we're still getting set up here on Periscope. Just bear with us here. Everything money Q&A hashtag. Welcome to the live stream, the Money Game live stream. We're gonna get started on Facebook Live here in a few minutes. Just bear with us, Meerkatters. Appreciate you. All right, I think make sure we don't have that in the way. Ooh-wee. All right. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Turn Periscopers around. Good morning. All right, let's go ahead and get started here at Facebook. Good morning, Brandy. Oh, that's not Brandy. What is that? I'm sorry. Good morning. Hey, all right. We're live on Facebook Live. Good morning, everybody at Facebook Live. Welcome. Good morning, Meerkatters, hanging in there from the very beginning as we were getting everything set up. Good morning, Periscopers. Good morning. Come on in. All right, guys know what to do here at the Money Game live stream. You come in, introduce yourself. Number 2, you share, or restream over there, Meerkat, and then we want you to give hearts. All right, we want you to go ahead and give hearts. This is the Money Game live stream. We talk about money. You see what the hashtags are there. Hashtag black dollars, hashtag black economy, hashtag black wealth. That's what we're about here. No holds barred. Take it or leave it. Like it, stay. If you don't, appreciate you. I guess you just chose the wrong door. All right. Thank you very much, Eugene. Go ahead and put your name, where you're from. Share. Need to see some shares. Need to get that count up. Good morning, the viewers over there at Facebook Live. This is the Money Game live stream. This is Wednesday. Let's go ahead. We're going to get started probably in another 30 seconds or so. Thank you very much. 30 seconds or so. So we can go ahead and keep this short to about 20 minutes, and then you can ask whatever questions you want. Thank you for sharing, Aaron. Thank you for sharing, Eugene. Thank you. All right, name first, where you're from. Second, share on Facebook and Twitter, and restream there at Meerkat. Share there at Facebook Live. And then thirdly, you give your hearts, right? Because sharing is caring. If you share, that's like the epitome of the hearts, right? Thank you, Aaron. All right, that's the epitome of the hearts, is by you sharing. You know you shared, right? God knows you shared, and the person that you're sharing knows you shared. That's really the hearts. That's the real hearts. Brother Sharif, welcome. Part of the MCM group. Welcome, you guys. Facebook Live, how you guys doing? Sorry we missed you yesterday. We were traveling back to Houston from Cancun, so we couldn't broadcast there. All right? Step number 1, your name, where you're from. Introduce yourself to the family, right? You're not the only one here. There's others here of like mind, right? You want to connect with them. So introduce yourself. That's proper etiquette, right? Social media etiquette, or basically social etiquette, right? Introduce yourself. Number 2, share. And number 3, heart, restream. All right? Let's go ahead and get started, brothers and sisters. Excuse me for the noise in the background. I have some brothers here working on the house. So good morning. Yeah, well, I'm all good. My family's all good here in Houston. It flooded while we were gone, but we checked on the family, and by God's grace, they're doing well. Thank you for asking. And there's some more rain coming down right now as we speak. We want to pray for those that aren't as fortunate here in Houston that actually got flooded out. Water is above the cars in some areas. All right, so let's get started. Because see, when in times of need like that, you need money, right, to buy water, food, and clothes for those that are found less fortunate than us. So you're always going to need money. Thus, the Money Game. Welcome, brothers and sisters, to the Money Game live stream. This is where we talk about money, right? We talk about money. We talk about hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy. That's what we talk about here, all right? What I want to share with you is what I've learned over the last 30 years and counting of the definitive winning rules to the money game. The definitive winning rules to the money game. It's hard to win at anything if we don't know the rules to the game, and particularly the winning rules. Those rules that those that win consistently play by, right? That's why you have people, trying to get each other's playbooks to see what are the winning strategies, right? What are the winning rules to the money game? So I'm going to share with you, and we have been sharing for the last several months, the winning rules to the money game. Because, brothers and sisters, if you and I play by the winning rules, we'll win more consistently. And it'll appear, as Dr. DJ Khaled says, it'll just appear to outsiders that all we do is win. So I want to share that with you. And if that's what you're about, you're at the right place at the right time. Congratulations and welcome. Now, if you're about hashtag black dollar, hashtag black economy, hashtag black wealth, this message is specifically geared to those hashtags, right? And if that's what you're about, you're at the right place at the right time. We're here Monday through Fridays at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So come back and join us. Make sure you hit the share button on Facebook Live. Make sure you swipe, right, on Periscope, swipe to follow. And Meerkat, you guys can do the same thing as well. All right? Because that's what the mission is all about here at the Money Game, to share this very precise knowledge and information with the black community, those of us who need it the most, the group that needs it the most, in my opinion. Black folks in America need to understand and play by the winning rules exclusively. Don't play by any other rules. It doesn't matter what anybody else is saying. It doesn't matter what anybody else rules they're playing by. We're going to play by the winning rules, right? The winning rules to the money game. Now, if, like I say, if you're about that life, then we want you to join us in a private group, in a private community, right? They have private community all throughout America. It's all private communities in Cancun. Private communities, right? Private community. That's for a select few individuals. And we want to invite you to join us here at DarrellMuhammad.net. All right? DarrellMuhammad.net. Hit one of the blog posts and leave your information. You'll be invited to a private live events that we're going to start having here, countdown, in the next couple of days. Private conference calls, private webinars. We're going to have guests, a special guest that's going to teach us and give us tools to use. You got to have tools, brothers and sisters. You have to have skill set and you have to have tools. Go ahead and share this stream. Go ahead and share. Let's get this count up over there at Meerkat, at Periscopers. All right, you guys need to help out and get those people out here. Thanks, Sister Niambi, for sharing. Need for everybody right now to share. Everybody on Facebook, share. Put your name in there so I can see who you are right here that you're watching. And Meerkat, go ahead and restream. But for those that want to take it to the next level, right? Those that want to put their time, their energy, and their money where their mouth is each and every day, each and every week, and each and every month, then you go here. We're starting first with the circulation of the black dollar, right? Buying those necessity needs, those necessities from black businesses. Toilet paper, Freedom Paper Company.com, right? Able Network.com. Food, the best of food. Fish that has been tested for over 80 different parasites and impurities. All right? Put your money where your mouth is, brother and sister. AbleNetwork.com. And then you have the EconomicBlueprint.org. EconomicBlueprint.org. Action takers. If you're an action taker, go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Make sure you're on the list. We got some things coming down the pike. You'll be surprised. All right? If you're not quite there yet, right? You have a lot of doubt and suspicion. All right? Well, you just keep on looking, brothers and sisters. We're putting together that small group. There's going to be a team, right? A team of us. Because teamwork makes the dream work, right? So here's how you can continue to watch. Social media is the same thing. Darrell Muhammad on all the social media platforms. Periscope, Twitter, blab.im, Interest and I can't even talk this morning. Instagram and Pinterest. There we go. All the social media platforms. YouTube. Look up Darrell Muhammad YouTube. You'll see a lot of things out there over the past 7 years now. All right. And last but not least, Snapchat. I know a lot of you regulars are not on Snapchat with me. You're not being good students. You're not being A students. Snapchat. Follow me on Snapchat. Connect with me on Snapchat because we're going to start releasing some free stuff this week, right? Some free stuff this week. Some money-making tools that I paid for. Some of them I got for free. We're going to release them, start giving them away this week. It's going to be a one-time shot. You're only going to get one shot at it because Snapchat stays up for 24 hours and it disappears forever, right? Disappears forever, brothers and sisters. So you want to take advantage of that Snapchat. Follow me. Let's connect on Snapchat. That's the wave of the future. Those in network marketing, those in sales, those entrepreneurs. If you're not on Snapchat, you're behind the game. You're waiting for it to blow up and everybody get on it. Then you're going to get on it. Right? That's not how it works. Right? That's not how it works. The way that it works is you have to be the forefront. Right? You have to be a forerunner. Right? If you want to make the most money, you be the forerunner. Another winning rules to the money game. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. I think that's all for the announcements. Let's go ahead and get started. Today is Everything Money Question and Answer Wednesday. So this is your platform, right? You designed this platform based on your questions. So get your questions ready. We're going to start opening up for questions. Now, for those of you who are here with us for the first time, we're going to watch us on the replay on Facebook, on Periscope. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m., God willing, to cover the Money Game live stream, Winning Rules to the Money Game. On Monday is Monday Mindset Monday. Money Mindset Monday. That's on Monday. Tuesday is Tactical Tuesday. Wednesday is Question and Answer Wednesday, right? Tomorrow will be Tactical Thursday. 1, 2, 3 ABC steps. This is what you do. All right, just straight steps. Very, very little commentary. A lot of how-tos. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Friday we talk about freedom, financial freedom and freedom. Right? Financial freedom and freedom on Friday. So let's go ahead and get started, brothers and sisters. Before we get into why you're getting your questions together, come on now. You got to have questions. Right? Scripture says you have not because you what? Ask not. So if you don't have, it's because you're not asking. If you don't know, it's because you're not asking. Right? If you're not seeking, you can't find if you don't seek. All right, A students, you should have gotten your cards, at least ordered your cards by now. Affirmation cards. This is a process of reprogramming our brains, right? So if you don't have them, then I don't know what you're doing. You're fantasizing, right? Romanticizing on these live streams, all right? So go ahead and go to DarrellMuhammad.net. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net and buy these, right? Buy these. So we want to talk about it today. Here's a good one I was reading earlier. Decide that you're worthy. See that? Nice, pretty card. It makes you want to read it, right? Decide that you're worthy. Okay? It says here, if you say you're worthy, you are. If you say you're not worthy, you aren't. Right? Either way, you will grow into your story. Either way, you will grow into your story. Beautiful cards. I think there's 52 of them or just 50 of them. All right, by T. Harv Eker, the author of a couple of books. I got all his books. Secrets of a Millionaire Mind and Speed Wealth. Speed Wealth, all right? That's his other book. I did buy some more books. I did get some more books in. Aaron, you asked about the books. Well, one book I got in. I'm waiting for my second book. Then I'm going to go ahead and buy another book today. I just got in my book on the billion, let me see, BET, the story about BET, about Bob Johnson, all right? You know, but so we have to know our history. We have to know those that paved the way before us. You know, I do use, you know, if we are observant enough and our conscious level is high enough, as the scripture says, all things work together for good for those who love the Lord and who are called by his name, meaning that we can find good in everything, even bad things and bad peoples and bad circumstances, right? But it takes a certain kind of awareness. Now, I learned from politicians, right? The highest of the highest, those at the highest governmental level. They know their history as it pertains to politics. They know the Constitution. They know Thomas Jefferson and I don't know, Hamilton. See, I don't even know those people, right? They know the people who have paved the way. They know them. They can quote them. You and I have to do the same. You and I have to, I don't have this in the front with the contractors, but you and I have to know of our black pioneers in the space and area that we're running in. Hey, to Darrell, hey, brother, good. All right, thank you for being here. All right, so we have to do the same thing. Now, one of the books that I just recently got, because when I saw it, I thought about it right away. I said, I need to get it because I need to know Bob Johnson's story. We're going to talk about mentorship in one of our private deals, but that's what you have to do. You have to know stories. You have to know people's history. See, it's not about you, right? It's about the other person. That's where we miss out. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys to share, restream, and share, right? Because it's about the other person, right? It's about the other person. That's why, once again, the scripture says better to give than receive, because it's natural for everything to be about you, right? But we have to learn and understanding the power of giving, right? And how giving helps you, right? Is just in an indirect way. So I got the book. It's what is it? The Biggest Bet, something like that. But anyway, I'll get it. You know, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and especially on, especially on. Thanks for sharing, brother Tadero. And and Snapchat, and you'll see all the books. I'm trying to be an A student. I'm copying Ty Lopez. I'm copying Grant Cardone. I'm copying Gary Vaynerchuk on Snapchat, and I'm replicating what they do. All right? How good of a student are you? Determines by how well you follow instructions and how well you copy when instructions aren't given. You just have the wherewithal to copy. Right? So, any questions, brothers and sisters? It's question and answer Wednesday. Just wanted to give you some time to warm up. Go ahead and get these and read 3, 4, 5 of them a day. It's in a nice hard case, so you can actually pack it with you, put it in your briefcase, put it in your purse, and actually take it with you. So when you're just around and you have dead time, it should never be dead time for those that are trying to play the money game to win. You should be listening to audio on your phone. You got your phone. Listen to audio on your phone. You're going to get tired of doing that, you read a couple of these cards, right? You get tired of that, you have your book with you, right? It's very interesting. Highly successful people, they even schedule downtime, right? They even schedule time that they're going to be just worth nothing. They're not going to focus on production. They're not going to focus on personal development. They schedule time to be good for nothing, and you need that, right? Just like this past couple of days in Cancun with my daughter, my second oldest daughter, Danisha. I did a little work, but I didn't want to take too much from her. I take an annual trip myself, right? A spiritual personal development trip that I take once a year, right? I go to Cancun, or I just go wherever I can go. But the objective is I go somewhere 2-3 days by myself, lock up in a room, and then that's when I do take all my books, right? And that's when I do take a pack of stuff, right? I just heard recently from those that I'm studying and following and mimicking and copying, said that Warren Buffett, I think they said, Warren Buffett will go on a 2-week trip or vacation and take 20, 30 books to read with him. All right? One of the rules to the winning rules to the money game is just copy what you see successful people doing. Right? You don't have to understand it. All this, I'm going to think about it. Well, I don't know, because, he smokes cigarettes. That's a Republican, that's a Democrat, right? If they're successful, you watch closely. You look and observe and see. You need knowledge, and knowledge you need to read to see if what they're telling you filters through other things that you've concluded that's good, that's right, that's in alignment to where you're going. All right. So any questions, brothers and sisters, real quick? What do we need to go of? What is it? When do we let go of a failing venture? When you no longer make progress in it. Something you're trying and you're not making measurable progress. Got to be measurable, right? Got to be measurable. Can't be this esoteric stuff, right? It has to be measurable. If the efforts you're making forth are not measurable and heading in the progressive direction in which you're going, then you need to really look at it very closely, right? And look at you very closely. Is it something I'm not doing? Is it something that I don't understand? Is it something that I'm missing? Because it's going to start and finish with you, right? It's going to start and finish with you. I look up an address on the county appraisal. The mailing address is a business address. Do I call looking for the owner? I wouldn't. I wouldn't call a business address looking for the owner. I'll look for individual addresses. Remember, Eugene, it's the low-hanging fruit. Right? You get enough practice. It's just like football, any sports, right? It's just like boxing, right? They practice with each other all week just to face an opponent one time. Right? So you want to practice with these low-hanging fruits. Right? You get your experience with your low-hanging fruit. Right? Thank you very much for watching. All right? Low-hanging fruit to get your reps in. Right? To get used, to get the bugs out, to work the kinks out, right? To get over your personal issues of, I'm scared of code. They asked me a question, I didn't know what to do, right? You do that with repetition. So it's about, remember, the universe rewards speed. How fast can you identify 100 properties? How fast can you find the telephone number and owner to those? How fast can you call them? And how fast can you negotiate a deal? How fast? Right? How fast? I would rather take $2,000 bills every week, quickly, $2,000, that's $8,000, than to do $8,000 at the end of the month. Because I'll have more rep than the person that's doing one deal. I'll have more experience than the person that's doing one deal. Right? I'll make more contacts with the person that's doing one deal a month, and I'll have learned more. I'll have more experience. I'll learn more. I'll learn more about psychology of the buyer or the seller. I'll learn psychology of the buyer, my investors. I have a better chance of building a larger network of people. Right? Larger network of people. Larger network of investors. Larger network of title companies. Right? Larger network of contractors that's doing some work here at the house. All right? So good question, Brother Eugene. Stick to the program. You know what it is. Right? Speed, speed, speed. Low-hanging fruit. Speed, 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 low-hanging fruit. There's properties out there right now that somebody they just said a prayer this morning. That somebody, where is the card at? I'm on your way. So on the right-hand side. Well, go ahead. You don't want to miss anything during the live stream, looking for something that will be there. You know, larger network equals larger network. Yes. See, so you don't want to miss a live event looking for something that's static, meaning something that's there, right? That'll be there for next week, right? That's going to be there for next year. So you don't want to miss the opportunity live. See, we're going to talk about that on some of our private events, right? We have to understand the power of live. You don't trade live in for something that can be watched later on. You don't trade live in for something that can be done later on. See, that's the whole mindset in understanding the winning rules to the money game, is recognizing opportunity. Recognizing opportunity. That's key. We have to recognize an opportunity, the timeliness of the opportunity, and which one to do now versus which one to do later. They call that prioritizing, right? They do that by importance, right? But you also prioritize based on the opportunity. Right? I think I heard Holton Bugg say, yes, Holton Bugg said, if your friend called you and said, hey man, you know, a Brink truck just rolled over and all the money is just flying out everywhere, right? You better come get you some. What you gonna tell them? Hold on a second. Let me go to this website that's gonna be there, 3, 4, 5 days later. Hold on a second, man. Let me check out something. I'm on Amazon buying another book, because Darrell say buy books, because books is that's where the knowledge is for informal education. Much of it's in books. So let me get back with you. Just keep me posted. You call me back in 10 minutes after I finish buying this book on Amazon, and I'm going to come check out what you saying. Wrong answer. Wrong answer, brother and sister. Wrong answer. Okay? So ask a question. Any other question? Let's share on Facebook Live. All right? Facebook Live has, I heard now, close to 1 billion subscribers. That's 3 times the number of people in America. So you have the greatest opportunity, those of you at Facebook, to show that you care about hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy. You have the greatest opportunity on Facebook Live by sharing. So I need everybody to share on Facebook Live. Everybody to share on Facebook Live. Periscope, you do the same thing. You know we got to keep our count up to double digits. You see it right there, right? A students only need to know what to do and when to do it, and you only have to tell them once. You don't have to keep on telling them over and over again. Oh, we got to keep the digits. See, we got to keep it up to 10. We got to keep it up to double digits. We got to get it past 10. Past 10. We got to keep it past 10. So when you see it start getting low, say share, share, share. Will you ever support currency with the acceptance from large? I don't even know what that is. Aaron. I don't know what that is. I'm going to support real estate. I'm going to support gold. Now, you should know, Aaron, by now. Don't ask me those highfalutin questions. If Bitcoin, same thing. Aaron, if you don't have real estate and you don't have gold, then don't worry about that highfalutin, the latest and the greatest sexy stuff. I'm trying to help you all by sharing with you all the winning rules to the money game. The winning philosophy is understand and implement the basic stuff. Be real good at the basic. Get real good at having enough discipline to get up every morning and exercise. have enough discipline to get up every morning and read. To get up every morning, write your goal. All right? The rule is in the discipline. What good is it to know something and don't have the discipline to apply it? What point is... There go Facebook again. Dang. Okay. So, all right. So, Aaron, come on now. You're a student. Come on, man. Don't keep on asking me about these highfalutin concepts. And if one were to ask us about basic stuff, do you have a goal? No, but I opened up my free account. But that don't do nothing. What is that? Right? And you got your real estate? Yeah, I'm about to buy a training program, your training program, Darrell, as soon as I get my tax refund. Come on, man. Come on. Let's do the thing the way it's supposed to be done by having a strong, basic fundamentals of what it takes, right? Like I think somebody asked me about a hedge fund. What I think about a hedge fund? Your goal is your hedge fund. Buy you some gold. That is your hedge fund. There's a report I'm trying to get off Lear Capital, who sell gold. Heard the commercial on radio the other day, listening to the conservatives, right? Talking about the Republican Party and Donald Trump, right? Listen to what they're saying. And Lear Capital came on and said they have a free report on why all these major banks are buying gold and silver, right? You know what you call that? You call that a hint. There's a saying that goes like this: hint to the wise is sufficient. Hint to the wise is sufficient. That's called a hint. See? While we worrying about all these different currencies and Forex and arbitrage and all this other crap, black people, we don't even control our own economy. We don't even circulate our dollars with each other. I mean, we're going to get more money to do what? Give it more money to our enemy to come attack us. What's the point? We don't need no more. If that's our thinking, then I don't wish for any of us to get any more money. If that's all we're going to do, and we're not circulating our black dollars now, our nickels and dimes, brothers and sisters, we have proven here in America, our black organization has proven the Black Panthers wasn't financed by no philanthropists like the NAACP was, right? They're nickels and dimes, brothers and sisters. You need to, like I say, need to know your history. Just the basic stuff. You don't need to know the full details like you taking a test. Man, you don't get degrees in informal education. Your results are your degree. Your lifestyle is your degree. Right? Your influence is your degree. Your power is your degree. Like my boy, Young Thug, right? Power and money, right? Your power is your degree. See, these are the things we have to understand. We're spending time, right? And we're taking up space in our brains thinking about that. See, that's part of that old pie in the sky religion that was taught to us that makes it difficult for us to do anything consistent on the ground while we're still around. Come on down out the clouds, right? Where the heaven on earth is. The heaven on earth is on the ground. It's not in that old sophisticated stuff, brothers. I'm just telling you, brothers and sisters. Come on back down. Come on. I understand. Come on down. I understand. Right? It's the lifestyle that needs to be affluent. Right? It's the influence that needs to be affluent. The ability to master the basic things. That's our opportunity to be affluent, to live in abundance. You can live in abundance of the basic things. Right? This society in this world has gotten so far away from basics, we don't even know how to breathe. I'm reading that book by the Navy SEAL, right? He's teaching how to breathe, right? So we want to learn all this other sophisticated stuff, and we don't even know the proper way to breathe, to get all the energy out of the oxygen that we breathe, right? So Aaron, you take that, brother, and you use it, and those that are like that, right? Go and master the basics. I say this out of love. Go and master I was a stockbroker, brother. I did all that stuff you talking about. It's sexy and all, but man, what? Come on now. Unless you selling sex, then we ain't trying. I'm not trying to be sexy, and I'm not trying to sell sex or support sex like that, right? All right, go ahead and share hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black Wealth, hashtag Black Economy. That's what we're talking about here. This is Question and Everything Money, Question and Answer Wednesday, where you guys, this is your day, this is your platform to ask any question about real estate, network marketing, personal finance, real estate investing, you name it, gold and silver. I mean, just anything has to do with money. Not that I know everything about money, but I believe that I've been blessed by God to be in certain unique situations throughout my career. Thank you for sharing. All right, AM Holding too. All right, that I've been fortunate enough, as some of you've been, that just need to get out there and share, right? To share what I know to be the facts. What I know to be the facts. I'm going to do a commentary on Donald Trump probably the next couple of days, right? So we can have an understanding, right? So we can kind of dialogue on what's going on. I learned years ago, brothers and sisters, that what you see, what is obvious to see, is for the masses of the people, right? Houghton Bugg said, if you want to be successful, he says, go in the opposite direction of the masses of the people. See, that's something simple, but hard to do. That's something simple, but hard to do. But that's a principle. That's a rule, right? That you can just follow. See, our foreparents, during slavery and after slavery, all the way up to integration, right? They just had basic antidotes, basic philosophies that they followed that made them successful. More successful than us with degrees and monies and all this opportunity. Because we've gotten away from those basic fundamentals, Brother Aaron, basic fundamental that you build on. It's hard to build wealth on a poor personal financial foundation. You're just going to build it just so it can crash. Just so we can say, well, you know, I used to do this. Is biweekly payment a good strategy for paying off mortgage loans, amortization, or is there more to it? No, that's a good way to start, but I share it with you guys, and I'll do more in the private session, so make sure you go to DarrellMuhammad.net and get on the list. That's better than nothing. Biweekly is better than nothing. But biweekly will only, it would only save you, it only cover a payment a year, whatever it is, but there's a faster way. There's a way that you can accelerate how fast you pay off your mortgage, right? Something I learned from a guy here locally in Houston. I try to get my hands on the program again, and it's out of circulation. That's why I say it's better to get it and have it, right, than to need it and can't get it, right? Because don't think everything's going to be available forever. Don't think every book is going to be available forever. Every program will be available forever. I got a mail out program right now that does your mail outs for you, right? Your letters and your postcards. Needs an access key to access it, and it's been so many years ago. I don't know what the access key is. Should have written it on the disc, right? And reached out to the owner. That website is not up anymore, right? I can't reach him. So see, that's what you have to understand. Back again about opportunity. You have to respond to opportunity in a very respectful way. Respectful meaning understanding its value and understanding that you have to respond in a timely manner. That's if you're going to take advantage of it. If you're not, then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Okay? So there is a faster way, Eugene, I believe it was Eugene. You hang around and wait for the private meeting that I'll go to it in detail. I'm still waiting to get my equipment so I can have these multiple devices so I can do live talk. Copy. To start doing live talk, weekly live talks. Copy. Right? Where I get my board, my flip chart board, and put it on there, and I can show you what I'm talking about. All right? So thank you very much for your question. Any other questions, brothers and sisters, as we wrap up, because my guys are doing some work in there, and I want to see if they need my help, and then I got work to do here. So any questions, real quick? Meerkatters, I don't know what's up with meerkatters. That's the looky-look tube, I guess. But thank you for being here over there, Meerkat. Please restream. Let us know who you are. Introduce yourself. All right, introduce yourself. All right, any other questions at Periscope? Facebook, we're still shutting down on Facebook, so we'll got to figure that thing out. I've been calling Comcast. They said today they, fixed it, as they always say. They gotta say they fixed it, I guess. But the next step is to have the technician come out and change my modem, right? And then after that, then what I'll do is I'll go to Best Buy and I'll see if they have an internet booster. Now I got an extender here in the back where it picks up and just extends it to help with the frequency, but I'm going to see if there's a booster. It makes it stronger, right? Okay, all right, brothers and sisters, no questions. Here's one of the books I was telling you about, right? Emotional intelligence, right? I mentioned about that, emotional intelligence. See, here's what you need to do. You need to buy books, right, that are relevant to your path and your success path and your success growth, and you buy them as references, right? You buy them as references. So you get the book. Let me show you. We're going to do this on Live Talk, too. You get the book. I learned this in a book. I read a book in junior college, right? By a guy, a doctor is in here somewhere's around here, right? On how to study. He was a full-time parent, full-time husband, full-time employee, and he went to medical school. And it's called How to Get Straight A's. I need to see if it's on Amazon. How to Get Straight A's, right? But what you do is you get a book and you look at a table of contents, and like I told you before, and you see if anything jumps out at you, right? The whole book should be good, right? But you want to see the big picture. Emotional intelligence looks like understanding the 4 skills. See? Oh man, I'm gonna read about that. I'm gonna see what emotional intelligence looks like. It's from 23 to 50. So 25 pages. You can read that in an hour, right? You can read that in an hour. So boom, you read that in an hour, you take it, right? Now you look at it, you analyze it, you study it, and you implement it, and you put that book back on the shelf. And now you make that a part of your life for a week, a month, a year, or the rest of your life, right? That's how I learned how you get the most out of books. Right? I remember, and I'll tell you this story real quick and let you go. I remember in San Francisco, where I was born and raised, watching Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with whatever his Robin Leach, right? I'm kind of aging myself. But anyway, I remember him showing a home, and it was a library from floor to ceiling and from wall to wall. It was so big it had one of them ladders that slide across so you can step up and grab the book. And it was Lifestyle, Rich and Famous. Obviously, this person was rich. And I thought about it, I said, wow, look at all those books. I said, where does he find time to read all those books? And that's when God blessed me to help me to understand. He said he doesn't read all those books, not cover to cover. Those books are for reference. See, successful people are always invited to speak, right? They're always, invited on some program. Always calling people, asking them for advice, right? That's why they sound so smart. They don't have to go to the library. They don't have to wait, go on the internet now. Get on the internet. They just go to their library in their house, right? And then they can see what else they're looking for. See, so don't get sucked totally in for this technology. I'm going to get the Kindle. Kindle is good in this regards, right? You got to see the purpose for everything. Rule number 1, see the purpose, right? And use it within its purpose. The good thing about Kindle is that instead of me packing 15 and 20 books, right, with me on my retreat, I can just have them all on Kindle, and I can read them on Kindle, right? But I'm still old school. I like to pick up a book. I like to open a book. See, I like to get the full satisfaction. If I'm going to invest my time, I like to get the full satisfaction of turning the pages. Right? And if it ain't no problem for me to bring 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books, I'm going to bring them. I brought 3 books with me this weekend. 3 days. Right? See? See these highlights. You see highlights in there? Right, brothers and sisters? So that's why you should always buy books. Right? And you'll know what book, if you do it often enough, if you look at books often enough, if you scan the table of content often enough, if you feed your brain with the right kinds of foods, then your sensory, right? Your sensory increases. And then when you see a book, you'll know if that book is for you. Nah, because I ain't got no money. That's not the sensory I'm talking about. You can get books. As a matter of fact, that book from about Bob Johnson cost me 1 penny. I think it was 1 penny. Yeah, 1 penny. As they said in the real estate courses I used to go to back in the 80s, if you can't afford to buy a book for a penny, then you need to buy the book. You need the book more than anybody, because you need to learn how to make more money. All right, so there's no questions, brothers and sisters. I want to thank you for being here as we get ready. We're back. So this is like the first day of the week for me. So let me go ahead and get things started. Thank you for being here. Hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black Wealth, hashtag Black Economy. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing, for Tactical Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll just hang out with Facebook as long as they can hang out. And we'll figure this thing out, because that's what's required to win at the money game. The winning rules to the money game. We'll see you tomorrow. As always, we'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our black community needs and deserves your very best. Thank you for being here, brothers and sisters. See you tomorrow. God willing, take care. All right, Meerkatters, thank you for being here. I don't know who was here. You didn't introduce yourself, but we'll see you tomorrow.